here yet. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Carry Me Through. Hi, Russell Injector fan. How's everybody doing? Oh, gosh darn it. Give me a second. Oh, nice. Always nice to be able to squeeze a little bit of relaxation into your day. I just got done listening to okay. I just got done listening to some music. It's the one song that if I'm not having a good day or life has just got unbearable, this song lifts me up. Not that it changes my mood, but it reminds me that even if life is bad, it will eventually be good. And that's an awesome thing. And with that, I really need to get into live. That's good. I'm glad YouTube is fixed. It can be. Life isn't always rainbows and unicorns. Poop. That sounds like a deep subject. Today's topic is going to be owls. Um, I'm honestly would have liked, hi Vinesh, a ghost to down cool. Hey Pedro Soica. Um, gonna be talking about owls today. And honestly, I would have liked to have done more with the topic. I don't do shout outs. It is very scary. There's a lot of unpleasant things going on. So we are jumping into the world of birds that you may not get to see a whole lot, but hopefully you do. They are found on every continent except for Antarctica, and there are around 250 to 260 species spread across the world. Doesn't sound like all that many species, but when an animal is as cool as owls, you can look past that. Now I'm going to break them down by continent. There are 19 species within North America, 52 species in South America, 13 species in Europe, 114 species in Asia, 39 species in Africa, and 11 species in Australia. Now, owls are cool because owls are raptors, and we don't think about that. At least I haven't always looked at it that way. But they're raptors just like hawks, buzzards, falcons, and eagles. And like those birds, they are carnivores. They are perfectly adapted for that. And that's where we're going to focus most of our attention, is on their adaptations. So first off, if you've ever seen an eagle owl or a great horned owl, you know that owls can have ear tufts. And those ear tufts are kind of special. They're not ears, they're just there. And it could be a form of communication between other owls. I don't know. I've seen them. I've seen something like that. Those ear tufts or ears might be used to disguise them, or it might be used for camouflage. Now, this next little bit is going to be a little weird. Bear with me. Owls have a facial disc. And that facial disc helps to funnel sounds to their ears. Works sort of like a satellite dish. You know, it takes in everything and then focuses it. Well, owls have, there's two different groups of owls for this purpose. They have ears. I mean, you would expect them to, right? But in some owls, the ears are symmetrical, meaning that they're on the same spot on both sides of their face or their head. But other species are not symmetrical, meaning that one ear is higher than the other. And that works really to their advantage. This actually allows them to figure out where sound is coming from in a way that helps them to hunt, helps them do what owls do. They will move their head until they can hear the sound in both ears. And at that point, it's over. they know where that animal is at, and they can go in for the kill. This is a new thing that YouTube is doing. And we're going to test it out. This is a new thing that YouTube is doing. So we're going to test it out. And see what we think. Now, their eyes. We got to talk about the eyes. So, all eyes are packed with rods and cones. It is those rods in their eyes that make owls so effective at seeing in the dark. It's true. Owls also have eyes that are on the front of their face, just like us. What? I don't know what you're whatting. Oh, okay. So owls have eyes that are on the front of their face, just like we do. That gives them binocular vision. Owls have 125-degree field of vision, with about 50 degrees seen with both eyes. An owl can tell how far away an object is, what size it is, and even how fast an object is moving. Another really cool trick that they can do, and it's not really a trick, it's actually an adaptation, is they can move their head, they can turn their head 270 degrees in both directions. This literally allows them to see in back of their heads. And they can do that because they have 14 neck bones, while we only have 7. I sort of have a Exorcist moment when I was typing that up. Now, another really cool trick that owls can do is owls can fly silently, and this is due to their feathers. The forward wing feathers have a stiff fringe. That is just like the teeth of a comb. And while the rear wing feathers have a soft hair-like fringe, and that is part of the magic. Their flight feathers actually absorb sound as they slide over one another. They are virtually silent when they fly. Imagine not hearing a helicopter or a jet as it flew over your house. And that is exactly what it's like to be an owl. Feathers also help, of course, to keep them warm and to help camouflage them. Now, owls are like, I think parrots. I think parrots have this too. Parrots or owls have 4 toes, and each toe is armed with a talon. This helps reduce the chance of prey escaping because there's not just 3 talons digging in, there are 4. It also means that they can securely grasp onto a perch. Another thing that they can do is owls can't digest hair, they can't digest bone, keratin, so nails, stuff like that. They also can't digest chitin. Chitin is what is in an insect's exoskeleton. And so what they do is they will package the bones up inside of a pellet. And typically the pellets are hair and bone and whatever they've ate, and they cough that up. And that is an incredible tool for scientists. It's only gross because you make it gross. But owls and these owl pellets are great for scientists because they tell you what the owl's been eating. And it's a great way to say, hey, you know, this owl has been eating this, 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 and this. You can't do that with a lot of other animals, but you can with owls. I hope I said that right. Another thing that owls do, and maybe owls aren't the only birds that do that. I don't know, Rosalind. I don't know. Owls can be cold. They can be cruel, but that's nature. Nature is not always going to be, like I said earlier, rainbows and unicorns. It's not. That's not nature. Nature is disorder among order. Eggs are laid 1 to 4 days apart. And what happens is this staggers the development of their young. Nature is freedom. So what happens is the first egg laid, and they can have up to 4, something like that. And so you'll have 4 eggs laid so many days apart. Dad begins feeding mom or dad. Usually dad will go out and hunt. Mom tears up the food and gives it to the chick. And the chick will beg for food. The older chick has maybe 4 days ahead of the other chicks. At least 4. Which means that the older chick will be larger and stronger than their siblings. If food becomes scarce, they will focus their attention on the older chick. That's a good question, Sparrow Creed. They aren't laid all together. If all the eggs were laid at the same time, chances are pretty good they would hatch round about the same time. But they're not. They're laid at different times. So if food becomes scarce, the larger chick gets more attention. And the younger owlets, well, they may not get as much food as the larger chick. It's okay. Not only that, but if food does become scarce, they will do something that flips Mother Nature on her head. The older sibling will unalive their younger siblings, and this stops. What it does by doing that is it stops competition. Not only will they unalive their younger siblings, they will eat their younger siblings. It's not cruel. That's nature. It means that at least one of the owl's chicks will survive, which means that at least one chick will carry on mom and dad's genes. And Sparrow Creed, give me a second. So, one of the reasons that they do this is, one, owls have predators, right? So if they stagger the eggs, if they stagger their egg laying, there's less egg loss than if a predator, if they would have laid all of their eggs at once. It also helps manage food demands. So they're not feeding all of the chicks at one time. They can sort of pick and choose. Not pick and choose, that's wrong. They'll have one chick, feed it, and then when the next one comes along, they can then feed and focus on feeding them. Hopefully that sort of answers your question. Trying to see if there's anything else I've missed. Other birds do that as well. Well, Baragon, I'm not sure. Baragon Productions, I'm not sure that no, they're not evil. Definitely not. Owls aren't necessarily unique among animals. Some of their behaviors. But owls are still cool. So if the food is plentiful and food is awesome and food is great, then there's a good chance that all of the chicks will survive. But if food becomes scarce, then no. One would expect to have losses. I've never seen a great horned owl, but the Eurasian eagle owl and the great horned owl are two of my favorites. Definitely two of my favorites. For those of you who follow the Spooky channel, I begin writing today the second part to is it This Will Happen, It Will Happen? The only owls that I've seen in the area huh, um anyway, that story oh I'm so bad. At the moment, It Will Happen Part 2 will be out Monday at 3 a.m. For better or for worse. You know what, Baragon? I need to... Hey, Baragon, what is your banner on your channel's banner? Is that a crocodile or an alligator? What is that? How many bones do owls have? Watch it not be any of those. $27. $27, I guess. Oh. Yeah. I would have thought more, but and Baragon, I just subscribed. A little slow, I guess. I will check it out. Mainly because I need something to do while I'm writing, so. Any questions, comments, concerns? I expected to have more people, but maybe school starting back up. That's a thing that's happening in the United States right now. A lot of schools are back in session. Owls have 14. Owls have 14 bones in their neck. They have double the amount that humans do, and humans have 7. So, yep. I don't know. Maybe because the feathers sort of cover up the neck. What I think is sort of not, it's not unique because other animals do this, but the fact that some of them swallow their prey whole, I'm like, yeah. And that's basically what allows them to do what they do. That whole head twisty thing. Gosh, I hate this question. See, my problem is I have favorites across. I have favorites across different areas. So, King Cobra. King Cobra, Harpy Eagle, King Vulture, Komodo dragons, vampire bats, jaguars, mountain lions, insects, scorpions, tarantulas, the orange baboon spider, definitely one of my favorites. Predators, great white sharks, tiger sharks. My favorite shark, my top 2 favorite sharks right here, had to have them in my collection. The Megamouth and the blue. Osprey, mute swans, do owls eat rocks? They will ingest grit and gravel, but that's basically just to help them grind up their food. Which is why most birds do it. I think the western lowland gorilla, the Bengal tiger, same. It's hard to pick. I have a very ambitious uh I love zoos. Oh, they had better come out with an actual leopard seal. Um, but I've shown you the oh wait. I read that wrong. So, Bergon Productions. I have the leopard seal. I had to when I found out that they had it, I had to grab it. But I also know they sometimes switch up their animals. There it is. The thing that gets me is the face and those dots on the neck. I have the California sea lion. I have a walrus. And I have the leopard seal. But I don't know if my walrus, if they make my walrus anymore. That's the walrus that I have. Oh, this thing is annoying me. Um, The hard thing about Safari LDT. Oh wait, you know what? This is not Safari LDT at all. I did not know that. I thought it was. Why? This is actually Slack. Interestingly, the copyright is in Germany, made in Portugal. Yeah, on this one. I thought it was. I even think I have it wrong in my review channel. I'll have to fix that. But phone. Yeah, I muted it. Sorry. I haven't. I I changed the way that my stuff is set up. It was just willy-nilly on the behind me, but now it's set up so that it's sort of by continents. So Australia and Antarctica are together, more or less. And then it goes Asia, Africa, South America, North America, and there's dinosaurs, Europe. No, dinosaurs, marine life, Europe, um North Pole, North America, and then there's up top, I have my Ice Age, my Mesozoic animals. Definitely have favorites up there. So yeah. Yeah, there are some of the figures that are hard to figure out where to put them. Like the giant squid. Some of the larger items, like this guy would never fit on a anything. So he sits in a very nice spot. And then his companion is on my bookshelf along with the a few other the big stuff. But and I think I don't know. I think I got this at PetSmart. For a while they were selling um animal figures. So I'm not sure if this is Sleck or if this is Safari LDT. But this big guy, this is another one of those items that was like I had to have it. Gosh darn it, there's always the only thing missing on this figure would be a nice tongue. I feel like it's trying to be an Indian cobra or a speculated cobra. I don't know. I'm sitting here. I don't remember being on the Atlantic coast but I've seen the Pacific. I just told you he was. I am like behind the scenes planning for the part 2. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It would be risky for sure, but if you can do it safely, a spirit bear would be cool. I really wanted to see a grizzly when we went to Yellowstone. Didn't happen. But I did see what I thought were black bear cubs. Though I didn't see the mom though. So ooh. We have an air show going on right now, and there are military jets passing overhead. I wouldn't mind trying alligator. And I would love, Ross Lynch, actor fan, I would love to see alligator. I've never had it, so I'm waiting to see my bald eagle, bobcat, mountain lion, American crocodile. I have now seen wild moose, wild elk, wild buffalo, wild pronghorn antelope. I'd probably have seen wild coyote and just assumed it was something else. And there's probably some subspecies that I haven't seen. I haven't seen any eagles. Nile hippos scare me. Only pictures. Nile hippos scare me. I've been on the back of an Indian elephant. Yeah, I want nothing to do with capturing alligators. It just doesn't do anything for me. Nope. I mean, I've seen videos of I have seen videos of baby eagles, but no. Oh, yeah, they just went overhead here too. Oh, awesome. I would love to see a manatee, but okay, Ross Lynch. Baragon, I'm going to go so I can write because it's really, I don't know, it's weird trying to write and do this at the same time. I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. We are going to be talking about eagles. So, with that, I will see you guys at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, at 7 o'clock. Be good, everybody. Okay, sounds good.